Got some Bitcoin Street action for you. Good morning. Bitcoin Street, where I analyze the analyzers, where I analyze the analysts. So you don't have to, although you should, because you should always make up your own mind and never listen to anyone on YouTube. With that being said, I want to throw out one quick message real quick. In a recent video, I talked about the potential of certain YouTubers manipulating certain coins. They'll invest in coins, pump it out in videos, and then they'll sell, they'll pump and dump. I had a question on there about Litecoin, if that was good. I just wanted to clarify what I was talking about. I really don't know a whole lot outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point. I will gradually start to learn. But the point I was making is it would be the small market cap coins. This is coinmarketcap.com. So Bitcoin's over $1 trillion. So a video maker on YouTube doesn't have the ability to invest $1 million into Bitcoin and then pump it with videos and then dump it. The market cap's too big. So if you go to this site, there's all the coins here: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, XRP, Uniswap, Litecoin, Chainlink. Lots of the ones you might have heard of. See, they're all multi-billion-dollar caps. So YouTubers can't really manipulate a big cap, over $1 billion, or even hundreds of millions, really. The only point I was trying to make was watch out for YouTubers that will, there's thousands of these coins out there. So just look at that, over 44 pages, probably a lot more. This site has 4,327 of them listed. But see, some of these don't even show a market cap. That's the point I was getting to. Be leery of the smaller market caps being pumped and dumped. Now, with that being said, don't let me influence your judgment, because sometimes people make a fortune with these little ones. But I just wanted to point that out. I was talking about the small market caps. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I have a plan in action on Bitcoin. So I'm just sticking to it, and I'll be sticking to Bitcoin for just sticking to the plan for another 6-7 months. Just try to become a professional analyst on Bitcoin. And I can't really focus on anything else or I'll lose track. So I learned the hard way in clean energy, playing whack-a-mole, like putting your money on Bitcoin and then jumping over to Ethereum and then putting your money on Litecoin and putting your money on Polkadot and then putting your money somewhere else and putting your money somewhere else. Whereas if I had just stayed like on fuel cell energy or in-phase energy, I'd be on my way to being a self-made millionaire in about 2 years if I just would have left it alone. So I'm just on Bitcoin. I'm not taking it off Bitcoin. Just going to run out the rest of this year on Bitcoin. I do have a small position in Ethereum. But with that being said, let's get to it. Analyze the analysts for you. So what's going on here? These green boxes I have here, I'm using this measurement tool to show you the last pump and dump. This was pumped up to 40,000, dumped to 28,000. This green box here is our last all-time high pump and dump, 59,000 or so, all the way back down to 43,000. And we've broken out again, and we're probably putting in another green box, which will be up in here. We haven't done that yet. This red box is my dip net. If you've seen my past videos, I place dip nets. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see this a little better. Okay, so there's the green pump and dumps. Let's go. I think I just erased it. No, there it is. So we shouldn't come back down into the green, but we might, because there's a CME, the professional institutional traders. Basically what they're doing is they buy longs and shorts to protect themselves, so they make money no matter what. So basically what's going to happen Sunday and Monday, and going into Tuesday, we're going to dump down here and probably bounce off 58,000. And then we're going to proceed back up into the 70,000s. Lots of people are saying 74,000. 73,000 to 77,000. I would be real leery of that because the pump and dumpers generally will get out sooner than that. So I'm probably going to plan on selling 67,000, 68,000. I'll probably start selling. I sold my last batch for those of you that have been watching, and now I've started entering a new batch where I'm underwater, $400. But that's just how I do it. I don't use high leverage. See, I'm $26,600 margin loan, and I have a hodl position of 25,000 too. So I'm just over 1 times levered on my entire balance. So my liquidation price would be way down, but it's not even worth bothering with. So I'm just mastering the art of light leverage. Marginal investing is how I like to refer to it. Margin loan investing. It could be kind of similar to swing trading, I suppose, but I just learned this on Robinhood. Robinhood on normal stocks outside of cryptocurrency will offer like a 0.5 to a 1 times leverage of your entire balance. And I've been doing that for 2 years, so that's why I like Kraken. I'm the only YouTuber I see using Kraken. The rest of them are using like Freemix and high leverage trading sites. Kraken is really geared for a person like me, and it's totally set up different than all those other trading platforms. So I really like it. With the other trading platforms, you have like you can only open like one trade, and then you can manipulate that trade. You can add stuff to it or take away, add money to it or take away money, change the leverage amounts as you go. With Kraken, what I do is I might open 100 little orders. This red box is my dip net. See how I have it set from an all-time high? I have it set here. So as we dip down and the professionals manipulate the market, I'm going to snatch up these little dips, and it's not gonna stay down here long. Now, nothing is a certainty, so always use your own judgment. Anything could go wrong at any time. Black swan. Have to throw that out there. So what's likely to happen is we're going to be bouncing probably off 58,000. There's an outside chance we might wick down here. Maybe they might try to get rid of a lot of the leverage traders and the weak hands, but we're not staying down there long. So I actually have my dip net. I've actually got it on 51,000. See that green line there? Right here. I have it actually down to here now, so I should probably extend this. But that's really unlikely. So I have it down to 56,000. But I have a little one set up down here just in case. I have my biggest order to fill I have set right here. See down in here in the right corner, all my little orders. And then over here on the main chart over here, you can see the little green line with the little purple circle around the green circle. Those are my orders waiting to fill. I have a $5,000 order set at 58,411. And that's about where it should bounce off of, because the previous all-time high was 58,300 and something. On Kraken, anyways. These numbers change from platform to platform just a little bit. But so I want it to bounce down here, and that's what I think is going to happen. And then we're going to matriculate all the way up in here as we go along the next couple weeks. Now, what I need to say is, let's get some of this padding off of here so I can actually show you. All right, let's get some padding on there so I can show you. Let's see, let's put a line here. That's about 73,000, give or take, right about there. We might go up and touch that real quick, but here is where I'm probably going to sell. Right in here, about 67, 68,000. So I just draw these little lines on here. I find it very helpful to add these graphics, how I'm using these measurement boxes. It just helps the brain to simplify things when you can visually look at something. So These green boxes, like I said, the last two pump and dumps. We're probably putting in a third green box. It's going to be, it's going to look something like this. That's just a quick, quick guess just for you, something to look at. So what's going to happen, and if you're watching my channel, I really want you to know this. It's not Bitcoin's fault. It's traders and manipulators that do this to Bitcoin. And it's pump and dump. So when we get up here, it's like 72,000, 73,000, 74,000. There's major indicators saying we're going to go up into this ballpark. But what's going to happen is they're going to start selling off as we get up in here. So I'll probably start selling at 68, 69,000. And I'll just keep an eye on it, see how it goes. What you do not want to happen is when it goes up to 73, it's going to be dumped. See the last two dumps? It's going to be dumped. Most likely, it's going to be dumped. You can be looking at 30 to 40% dump. So you don't want to have open trades when that happens. You want to get out. You always want to be safe. So I always keep my hodl position. I never sell that. I might sell it down the road, 6, 7, 8, 9 months to see how it goes, but not yet. We don't have to worry about that yet. So I keep the hodl position open. So if I sell my margin position for profit when we get to 68, 69,000, and if I sold too early, oh well, because I still have my hodl position that's going to go open, right? And then I'll just sit and I'll wait for the next big correction, and I'm going to set another. I'll be setting another little dip box, waiting for it. I want to try to catch one of these humpback whale corrections. I haven't caught the full thing yet, so right about here, maybe is my next dip net. Well, that's way too high, but they might actually dump it below the last all-time high this time. So it could dump from 72,000 to 52,000, something like that. So that's just how I'm doing it. I'm setting these little dip nets, and I do it in real small incremental orders. So if you make a mistake, you can recover. I have a position open here, a handful open over 61,000, and those basically are mistakes, but they're little mistakes that are not only recoverable, but eventually they're going to be really nice positions. So, anyways, this is how I learned how to do it. 2 years experience over here on Robinhood, and real quick, I want to show you. They say Bitcoin is really volatile. So there, see this line right here? About end of November, beginning of December is where I moved all my money into Bitcoin and got off clean energy stocks. So everything to the left of my cursor here is the normal stock market, and everything to the right is Bitcoin. So in my experience, my 2 years experience, look at the volatility to the left, and then look at to the right. So I'm very well suited for Bitcoin. I've learned really wonderful lessons that are just perfect for what I'm doing on Bitcoin now, because Bitcoin is real volatile. It's more volatile than anything to the left. But like over here, company, after Friday close through the weekend, I had to sit here and watch Saturday night. I had to watch the professionals dump the market. Well, no one else could do anything about it. Also, the fuel cell company diluted at the market, added a bunch of shares, diluted the price. I sold down here, but that was my huge mistake. That down here at the bottom, if I would have just left it alone, that would have turned into almost $250,000. And then this second one here, I just want to explain this real quick, what I've been through. This was a little more of the same. And then right here is Enphase Energy. Had a wonderful quarter report, but I guess the professionals were short on it, so they manipulated the market and dumped. It's almost a crime. These people that have some sort of special skill set that no one else has. Basically, what they're doing is they're taking the lid off the cookie jar, and they're putting their hand in the cookie jar and they're taking 2 cookies out. They're only supposed to take 1 cookie. But you and I and these other retail people, we just don't have the skill set to be able to do something like that, right? So I recovered from that, and then right here, I got back on like on Solar Edge and a couple real hot clean energy stocks, and then about right here, Enphase Energy put out almost identical quarterly report as they did here. I mean, almost just a carbon copy, and it just I mean, look at that, just boom, straight up in the air. So that's what this one should have done. So there's a lot more to this than just picking good companies. Every pick I've made has just been wonderful. But like I said, I've learned my lesson. And then this one here is COVID-19. I was on my way to the moon, and then COVID-19 came along. I sold here, and then I got back in too early. So that's another lesson learned. That's a black swan. So I've been through quite a bit, lots of learning experience. And since then, you can see, just be bopping my way along. And then right about here, along came Bitcoin. And I'm just on the Bitcoin chain. I'm just going to stay on it. So I'm well suited to the volatility of Bitcoin. What I'm doing, the way I'm doing this, opening up these little tiny orders. You know, I don't think I've ever been over 2 times leverage. I think the highest I've been here on Kraken on leverage is like 1.4 times leverage. So what I'm doing is equivalent to sitting in a hammock with a glass of lemonade on a nice summer day in the shade of a tree. That's what I'm doing. And a lot of these other YouTubers will get into like day trading, and they're all using sites like Phoenix and Bybit and all these, you know, super high leverage sites. And that's what I equate that to is like, have you seen like a wood chipper where they chop down a tree and they throw all the branches into that machine, the big grinding, shredding wheel? They throw a whole branch in there, just go. That's that's how I view what they do. You know, they're drawing triangles all over the place, and they're finding these like this would be like a cup and handle pattern. It's supposed to break up, and the descending channels and the ascending channels and the triangles and this and that. And they're trying to pick if it's going to go up or down, and they try to short or long. And well, you know, I can just sit in a hammock, and I can, like I said, I can be wrong. I'm $400 underwater right now, 407 now. So my break-even point's right around 61,000, and we're probably dipping down to 58, but that's good because I'm gonna fill some more of these orders, you know, and it's coming back up. I need to point out that's why this is working for me, why it's so effective is because Bitcoin is an asset that's in a bull run. It's in a bull market cycle, and it's going to go up for quite a while. It's going to have these huge drawbacks, but these drawbacks are occurring during a bull cycle where it's going up. So if you zoom out, here's the Bitcoin. See that? Look at this. This is November 1st right here. Look at everything to the right. If you zoom out, it's almost a vertical line. It's like an 80-degree angle straight to the sky. So, and that's including these huge drawbacks. Anyways, here is the bull market of 2017, 2018. See that? Look at that. See how it's turning into just a little. This is the old bull market, the old all-time high. See that? It's just turning into a little molehill. I made a video a while back on my VidVulture channel where I said this over here to the right, when it was like right around here, I said this was going to make this almost invisible when you zoom out. And see, look at that. It's just starting. But this could go until October, November. It might be a super cycle that goes into the following year or two. Just no one knows for sure. But anyways, I'm going to analyze the analysts if you want to subscribe to my channel. And I'll just kind of give you an overview of would see a lot of these analysts. I mean, they're professional Bitcoiners. They've been in it. A lot of them been in it for years and years and years. So that's what I'm doing. I'm analyzing the analysts. I'm not really analyzing the charts a whole lot. I mean, I am like on a macro scale, but analyzing the analysts and drawing my conclusions. Anyways, I think I've said a couple times what I'm looking for. All-time high, 61.7. It's almost 62 on other sites. I'm looking for a bounce down here, 58, maybe a quick duty bop down here into the lower 50, mid 50s, just a little quick wick, and then a pop back up, and let the professionals double dip in the cookie jar because they got a skill set that you simply can't figure out. And then we're looking for a matriculation upwards where I'll be selling in the high 60s. And then set my dip net in conclusion. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks for watching. Remember,